and he drank your blood.
I cut like my finger off, hanging off the bone. I'm against rimming.
Have you drank his blood before? All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Shadowbanned. We have a very special guest today. She's beautiful, she's pretty, she's funny, she's nice, she's smart, she's amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, and other pronouns, whatever it is you are in this crazy world we live in, welcome Zoey Luna.
Hello, thank you for
How are you,
having
darling?
me. I'm great.
Absolutely love it. Nice to finally meet you properly.
Yes,
you look
exactly.
great.
Thanks. So
Head to toe, look absolutely stunning.
Ditto, back at you.
Thank you very much. I'm going to start blushing. I don't really get around pretty girls very often.
Oh,
so.
that's definitely a lie.
Man, I got so many questions.
Okay.
We obviously haven't known each other for all that long yet, but
Yeah.
I mean, even just following you for a short while, it's like I've seen some crazy shit. Like I've got questions.
Yeah, shoot.
Just so you know, if there's anything that gets brought up, any questions, anything that gets said, just say the safe sound and we can just cut to the next question.
Okay.
And the safe sound, just for reference, is just so if anything pops up, like you just need to make that noise.
Yeah, perfect.
And we can just move on to the next one. But
Gotcha.
I get the feeling you're probably not really afraid of speaking about just about anything. So
I'm an open book, pretty much.
all right, absolutely lovely. Me also. So you're like you're Australian originally.
Yes.
Where in Australia are you from?
Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Yes.
Shit, and you moved out here to the States.
So I moved when I was like 9 or 10. I lived in the Bay Area for a year and then with my dad, and then my mom and her husband moved to New York. So then I moved to New York.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. So I usually, when people ask me where I'm from, it's like a loaded question.
Yep.
Cause like I was born in Australia, my childhood is there, but then like also my childhood was kind of in New York. Like I grew up in New York. So
That's pretty dope. You kind of get like the best of both worlds because
Exactly.
like Australia has a lot to offer in terms of like just a good, fun, happy lifestyle, you know, the nice beaches and weather and food. And then America's great for opportunity for work, you know,
Exactly.
and networking.
And like energy. I love the energy,
Definitely agree.
especially in New York. It's like
New
you
York's
can feel it in the air.
fucking incredible.
Yes.
It was the first time I'd ever been there a few weeks ago.
I was going to say, yeah, you just went for the first time and you love it.
Oh my God. There's nowhere if you're watching this and haven't been to New York, you have to go. It's just like, I don't feel like I'm in America when I'm there. It feels like its own little world.
100%.
It's like
so
incredible.
different. I always say, like, when Australians love to hate on America, but I always say, like, I'm not from America, I'm from New York.
Exactly. I felt like I'd been coming here a lot the last 5-6 years, spent so much time. And then, like me personally, I spent a lot of time here in LA. That's about it.
Yeah.
Miami, I've been to Vegas a lot. Vegas is great.
Fucking love Vegas.
But to get out and see more places like New York, I went to New Orleans, Louisiana, all this shit. It was really dope.
Yeah.
And I felt like New York has the best food I've ever eaten in my life.
I agree with that for sure, because I think
so
it's
much.
so diverse. Yeah, it's a melting pot. So it's
There's
like
just
so...
all countries around the world.
Yes, exactly.
And everything's just great quality. It's so flavorful. It's tasty. You can walk around the street smoking weed.
Yeah, well, that's newer.
Yeah, that's only like the last 6 months.
Don't get me wrong. I've been smoking weed in the streets of New York since I was a kid. But yeah, like to do it legally, that's like a new thing. And like to be able to go to the bodegas and there's weed there.
It was unreal.
So cool.
We were sat in some like cafe and like smoking joints in a cafe and like just eating. I'm surprised I didn't get super fat while I was there, but
I'm surprised too. I always get fatter in New York.
Really? Man, I was eating like pizza for breakfast, burgers for lunch, pizza for dinner.
I saw that. I know.
It was so hard not to because like you take a bite and you're like, whoa, I've never tasted anything like this back in Australia.
Really? Do you think so?
Yeah, I mean, there's good burgers in Australia, but the pizza.
I like the junk food. I let myself have more junk food in Australia because I tell myself that the quality is better. So then I like allow it more.
I think like the average food quality for like a normal meal in Australia is pretty good. Like the food standard, I think, is a little bit better.
Yeah.
Like we've got like more fresh. It's like, I don't know. I feel
less
like the farms
like factory farms.
Yeah, we've got really
like
good quality
that.
foods. I think in terms of like the pizza, I think 'cause there's so many Italians and stuff in New York. Their pizza's very like authentic.
I don't know. I was actually talking the other day with my baby daddy. There was this ad that came out in 1998 or something like that about the burrito. Like the burrito had just come to Australia.
Oh my God.
And there's a whole ad about it.
20 years ago?
Yeah.
That's
like,
it?
That's it. That's it. The ad is so hilarious. Like the Australians like, a burrito? Like, what's that? And it's so funny. And I'm just like, that makes sense why the Mexican food in Australia is like horrible.
Yeah.
Like they barely had it.
I don't really, still to this day, I don't like a lot of Mexican food in Australia. Like,
yeah, I think I've tried it one time and then I was like, I'm not even gonna like, it's like, I mean, they stick to their thing. I'm not gonna like try the Mexican food in Australia.
I agree. There's that one called Guzman Gomez in Australia, GYG, everyone calls it. You have not tried that?
I don't think I've even seen that.
I've probably had it 3 times in my whole life. And like, it's It's not terrible, but like I think people in Australia think it's great because they haven't actually maybe experienced good, authentic Mexican food elsewhere. But I would agree big time, like the Mexican food in Australia is very average.
Yeah, there's a lot of like or like there's one that we saw, it was like tacos and schnitzel.
What?
So it's like Mexican food and then like chicken, like German chicken, I guess. Like they just like did a whole fusion. Yeah, it was like, it's very interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Australia is still cool. Like Australia's a great place, but like you said, I think America's awesome for networking and opportunities and just the energy. It's like everyone out here is on similar missions, you know?
Yes, exactly.
I think like back home, it's like people just are okay with like a regular life and their normal jobs, and I don't hate on that.
No, I don't hate it either, but it's definitely like in Australia, I'm like, y'all are on island time.
Yep.
Like you remember like,
Facts.
oh yeah, this is still an island for sure.
Definitely.
Like it's just like, especially when I moved, like I just moved back to Australia like a year-ish ago from New York, and I was just like, it took me a while to adjust because I was like, the pace is very slow.
Yep.
Like I'll be like, damn guys, like hurry the fuck up.
I feel that. I was like, even just because I'm naturally a little bit impatient. I'm just like 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I'm ADHD. I'm just like a million mile an hour. And it's like New York suited me perfectly.
Yeah.
Because I'm walking so fast and everyone else is walking the same. Like in Australia, I walk through a mall a million mile an hour and everyone looks at me like I'm trying to kill someone. And then in New York, it's like I couldn't even keep up. And I was like, this is dope. New York was great, but you mentioned baby daddy. There's a question I had because I got a little confused because I see there's a guy, a baby daddy. Then you've got a boyfriend, right?
Yeah, I have a boyfriend.
So there's a boyfriend and then a baby daddy.
Yes.
And then is there another guy? So I swear I've seen a few different guys. I couldn't put pieces together.
No, there's just the baby daddy and the boyfriend, and then like I've guys for work, I guess. But yeah, it's mostly just baby daddy and the boyfriend.
Well, that's cool.
Baby daddy. Oh, so I think the other guy you might be talking about is one of the baby daddy's boyfriends.
Okay.
Yeah. So baby he's bisexual, obviously.
Okay.
But yeah, he lives like mostly like a gay lifestyle.
But he's open to girls also.
Yeah, but I think he goes through phases. Like right now, he's very much in his gay phase. So.
Respect to him, all the power to him. Good for him.
Yeah. I think that always like brings up questions. For
it sounds like you've got a cool, healthy relationship with the father of your kid. Then,
yeah,
like, that's
100%.
That's amazing. That's great.
It's ideal. Yeah, we're like literally best friends. It was just like seamless. We broke up, I don't know, September last year, maybe longer. I don't remember, but it's a very seamless transition. Yeah, okay. So.
That's awesome. I mean, as long as you guys get along and everything's good, that's great.
Yeah, it's
so
nice.
If you've got a boyfriend, so like you still do collabs on OnlyFans with other creators. How does that all work?
So I don't know. I think it was something I discussed early on with him. I don't like collab. I don't work really in Australia. Like I just take the
Probably
time
wouldn't be
in Australia.
much point for you to do it with anybody in Australia either, really.
There's not a lot. Like there's not a lot of work there, and also I just take the time in Australia to like be on island time and like
just relax a bit and just enjoy it. I feel that.
So like I do film with my boyfriend actually, but yeah, I don't like collab with others. But then I think there was in February I came here for like a week before I got surgery, and I was collabing a bunch. So it's like that's kind of how I work.
Yep.
Like a lot of OnlyFans girls are doing constant collabs, like they're content machines.
I think quality over quantity is what works best.
Yeah, and like some girls can do both. For sure.
For sure.
They're amazing.
Definitely.
I'm not a hard worker like that. Maybe that's like the Australian in me. I'm like not a hard worker.
I can respect that.
Yeah, like it's like I'll come to LA and have a week and I'll like pump out a bunch of content and then I'm good for a while.
I did the same thing. Like me and my ex when we first, because we did OnlyFans together for a while, you know, like we just pumped content out for months. Yeah. And it was like, cool, now we got enough to last a very long time. We can just kind of just chill and enjoy life a bit. So
yeah,
that's good that it works like that. And then he's cool with you doing a bit of work with other people and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Our relationship is open. So like he fucks other girls.
Oh, so you're in an open relationship.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it could not be monogamous with me working.
Yep.
But yeah, he fucks other girls. He's not working like yet. I'm like, you should do OnlyFans.
It's all about communicating.
Cool. Yeah, exactly.
As long as it's not like shady stuff going on or like crazy shit, you know?
This is definitely the healthiest, like most open, not just open like, you know, monogamy wise or whatever, but open like a communicative relationship I've been in.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Open relationships get a lot of backlash, you know? A lot of people think there's like a stigma around it that, they never work. Even a regular relationship that's not open, if they have threesomes or incorporate other people every now and then.
Yeah.
People think that it doesn't work. Insecurities, jealousy, it just doesn't work. But if you've got an open relationship that works and you're happy, it's a healthy relationship, all the power to you. That's fucking great.
Yeah, exactly. It takes work together. I was in an open relationship with my baby daddy, and it was like, I don't know, a lot of other like shit happened. Like when I was pregnant, his like mother died and stuff. So it was like a lot of drama that was happening. So I think like the shadiness just kind of happened, you know, like when bad stuff happens in life, then it's just like a domino effect.
Definitely.
So that's why we were like, yeah, we're better as friends.
For
like,
sure.
Yeah.
That's great. It sounds like you're like super like self-aware and like
Yeah.
pretty switched on with all that, which is dope because a lot of people aren't.
Yeah, you know, you have to be.
And especially working in the adult world, you know, it can get pretty
Yes.
messy. It can get complicated. It can get tough. So like I didn't do it all that long. How long have you been doing like OnlyFans stuff or in the adult?
So I started in 2020, so when lockdown
Oh,
hit.
okay. Same as me. That's when I didn't do it for long. I did it for probably like 6 to 9 months.
Oh, okay.
I just got in and got out.
Yeah,
I was
gonna say I wasn't aware that you even did OnlyFans.
Yeah,
really.
no, I just got in with my former partner, and because she was already doing it,
Yeah.
I just jumped in. I said, "Fuck it." I was a bit over social media. I started off doing pranks, dare videos, challenges, and shit.
Cute. Love that.
8 or 9 years ago, you know, and it just got so strict and like.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Fuck," you know, it's gonna get harder and harder to make money out of social media with how strict it's getting. Because I've always been controversial. I always do crazy shit. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna just jump in, have a crack at OnlyFans, and. Great money. It was great fun while it lasted. But then I was like, you know what? It's an individual thing, like you said, you know, like you and your old partner, like trying open, it didn't work. And me and my old partner, certain things work with other people that don't with others.
Yeah.
So it's like OnlyFans for me, I got a little bit, I felt like it started impacting our sex life, like behind closed doors and not work wise, you know?
Yeah. How so?
I feel like because we had a lot of sex in the beginning and as well as work and as well as doing collabs here and there, we didn't collab with many people.
Yeah.
You know, so like, but I think it takes a little bit of the spark and fun away from your actual sex life when you've always got to film and then not film. And our problem was just bad communication. That's all it was. We just didn't really think much. We just dove in, went crazy, million miles an hour.
Yeah.
And shit happened. But I mean, you know, for the most part, it was a great time. And we're all on good terms. She got a new partner and everything's good.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. I think I've noticed a lot with people in the industry is that it's hard when you're in a relationship and like you're making money off sex and then sometimes you want to have sex off camera and even you feel kind of like guilty because you're like, damn, like this was a good cum shot or this was really good. I could have like made money off this.
It's a switch in the brain.
Yeah.
Like you might finish like, shit, should I take some photos or should I film this last bit because we could use it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you second question things and sometimes you might not be as energetic for your sex outside of work either.
Yeah.
You know, you might put more effort in because you want the content to look great and be great to sell.
Right.
And then you might be a little bit tired by the end of the day and be like, oh, and it gets like that sometimes. But
yeah. And also I think with certain people, like with me, I think when the camera's on, I have sex differently.
Yep.
And so then I think my boyfriend sees that sometimes and is like, you don't do that with me. But I'm like, it's different. Like I'm more like intimate with you and I'm not like putting on a front. You know what I mean?
I like that. So it's almost like you save the more intimate kind of closer connection side with your partner and then you get a bit more freaky and wild in the content.
Yeah, I think like I get freaky and wild with him too, but it's just different when a camera's in front and you're doing stuff so much like to look a certain way for the camera.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah.
Well, I mean, you're selling something, so I mean that's just part of work, isn't it? So
yeah, like you're doing a lot of like porny kind of like you know faces or like little tricks or whatever.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I know all about it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Brings me to a question that this is one of the craziest things I've seen in a while. So I'm assuming it was probably your boyfriend that you did it with. Before you left, I saw a story and he drank your blood.
Yeah.
So the blood drinking.
Yeah.
What's the go with the blood? Like, because I've tasted blood myself. I've drank a little bit of blood before in my life.
Yeah.
It's crazy because like a lot of people think that it's just wild or it's a bit it's like people don't know how to handle that stuff. It's wild. So like, how long have you been doing shit like that? Like,
so that's the blood stuff is definitely just something in this relationship. He's actually from New Zealand. He's part of the Maori tribe.
Well,
or
they used
whatever.
didn't they used to eat like people?
So they had like cannibalistic like tendencies or whatever. So he says like he's like deep in my spirit, in my energy, like when a girl's on her period and stuff, and I taste blood, like I can feel that my spirit like needs
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
Good
he's
for
like
him.
obsessed with blood. So before I left, because he's not gonna be here for a couple months, so I was like, I was getting tested before I left, and I was like to the girl, like, can you like give me an extra vial of my blood? And then she was like, yeah, but I'm not responsible for what happens. I was like, yeah. Like, what do you think I'm gonna do? Like, splash it over a murder scene or something? But I was like, yeah, girl, don't worry.
Have you drank his blood before?
No.
And you wouldn't?
I think I'll do a couple drops. He like chugged the whole thing.
Oh, I saw. It was crazy. It was like doing a shot of tequila at a bar. He was just like no hesitation. He wasn't hesitant at all. It was just like, boom, boom. That was lovely.
I know.
Power to him. Oh,
I would
that's
do
great.
like a couple drops, maybe for like some ritual type stuff. I'm not trying to like chug a whole vial like he did.
Because one of my buddies that moved into my house recently, a few months ago, he's Maori as well. So like I'm familiar with a lot of their like old school shit from back in the day, and it's pretty wild. They're some of like the most savage people ever, I believe.
Yeah,
some of the history behind them is crazy.
Yeah, it is really interesting actually. I learned little bits here and there from him.
I wonder what like, because I found that the texture and taste of blood very like interesting. It's like
have you drank like how have you drank
blood? Not a whole vial like that. Like,
but like from the source or like period.
I mean, I've gone down on like partners when they're on their period before, you know, and some of the times you might not even know that it's there until you're halfway through it. You know what I mean? Little things like that. So it's like stuff like that, and like I've definitely tasted my own blood a whole bunch of times. I don't think that's weird.
Same. Yeah, no,
so
that's normal. But yeah.
So it's like when you give your blood to him to drink, like obviously you'd be making sure that your blood's super clean, right? Like,
I mean, I'm like. Like, I don't know what the protocol is. I just like gave him the vial. I didn't really think that he was gonna just open it and chug it like that. I thought maybe he was gonna keep it and like put it in a little necklace or like something like that.
Something cute with it. He was just a savage.
And he was like, get your camera out now because it's about to be gone. So I was like, oh, okay, and gone. So I was like, okay. Yeah, so I didn't make sure. A bunch of I think I put it on TikTok and a bunch of people are like, ooh, like tummy pathogens.
Yeah, I'm thinking to myself like, do you think like at some stage later that day or the next day when he goes to the bathroom, are you going to see that in the toilet? Like, where's that?
So true. I should have asked him.
Because like, is that just dissolve into your own blood or is that coming out in the toilet?
No, dude. I'm sure his body is like, whoa, hold up. These are not your platelets. Like,
you never know. Some of those Maoris are built different. Maybe their body just absorbs it.
Yeah. He's saying to me, he's like, babe, now I feel like I can feel your spirit. I feel like extra connected.
A part of you's inside of him.
Yeah. I'm like, sure. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. Like, how did you feel watching him drink your blood? Like,
it's hot.
It's hot?
Yeah,
Is it turn on?
Me on.
Sick.
100%.
I like that. That's good. Good for you.
Yeah.
That's dope. I mean, fuck it. You know, each to their own. People are like so quick to judge and talk shit about certain things, or I'm sure there's a lot of people that love that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox drank each other's blood or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, something like that. I remember seeing that a while ago and I was like, damn, that's wild, but good for them.
That definitely doesn't shock me.
If it makes them happy, you know, fuck it. So
right.
Alrighty, lads, we have got a product for you. This is a new little sponsor of ours for this current episode, Phrase Skin. Basically what it is, it will help you with anti-aging, dry skin, oily skin, acne. It is for the boys, by the boys. They've got a lot of common uses, and me, myself, I do like to take care of myself, my appearance. If guys want to make fun of guys for doing that, then fuck off. I don't really care. I like to look after myself. I'm getting older. This is Phrase Skin. They do face masks. They do oils. They do creams. They do moisturizers. They do a whole bunch of stuff. You can check them out. We will have a link to their website in the description of the video. If you're out there and you want a good product to use regular or daily, this is for you. It's anti-aging. Like I said, good for oily skin. If you've got a dirty job where you get regularly dirty and stuff like that, good to clean out the pores. Promotes a nice youthful appearance. So guys, Phrase Skin, you can check them out. The link's in the description. I'm gonna put on a face mask because I can. Alrighty guys, African face. Very good for skin, feels nice and cool, very good for you, but it's not good for eating. Don't eat it when you get it, don't eat it, because it doesn't taste very good, but feel very good. Make it look very good too. Phrase Skin. And you can use the code Jackson20 for 20% off, and tell them I sent ya. That's it. So what's your plans? You're back in America now? You're just in Australia?
Yeah, I'm gonna be back in America. So basically, I chased summer. So like it was freezing in Melbourne, which kind of always is.
The weather back home wasn't all that great lately, I don't think.
No, even the summer in Australia was actually in Melbourne was shit.
The last two summers have been pretty not that great, like in Australia.
Fuck, man, it better be better when I go back. I'm going back in October, which I'm told is when it warms up.
Yep. Yeah, dope.
Yeah. What about you?
I mean, I'm just here. Like my whole last 6 weeks has just been so fucking random. Like I came out here to go to Coachella.
Oh, right.
With like a girl that I was friends with.
Yeah.
We went, things just kind of didn't go according to plan. Everything was fine, no dramas or anything. And then I ended up with a bunch of my friends from my hometown who I didn't even know that were at Coachella.
No way.
I hadn't seen them in like 4 or 5 years.
Oh my God, serendipity. That's awesome.
Exactly right. Some of my best friends from like the age of like 5, I've known this guy since kindergarten in school, you know?
That's sick.
And he was one of my good friends growing up. And then I bumped into them. I went with them. I had an artist pass, but I just chilled in general admission the whole time.
Okay.
Had such a better time though.
Really?
That's what I'm getting at. Like, fuck artist passes. Fuck like the cool shit. Like,
yeah.
I want to be in the middle of the fucking mosh pit, just
like
in the
the
cesspit. I want to be getting dirty and fucking down with like, just regular fun people that aren't there to like show off their expensive clothes and look cool. Like that's
right.
I had a great time, and then I was like, what are you guys doing? Because I'm only here to be at Coachella with a girl right now, and that didn't work out. So like, I was like, what are you guys doing? They're like, oh, we go to New York from here. And I'm like, fuck it, I'll come. I was like, I booked a flight that day and I flew with them that day, stayed out there for like a week. And I was like, what's your plans after here? They went to New Orleans. So,
oh, yes, you did. I saw you did like a whole tour.
My God. And it just led thing after thing that I met a random dude in the street in New Orleans who was a fan of mine, saw me on Impulsive like a year and a half or 2 years ago. He was a fan of mine and come up to me and give me a free bag of Coke. He's like, this is just, this is the hospitality here.
Slay.
Look after you. I was like, hopefully it's not meth. We'll find out.
No, it's in Australia. It's like, if it's not Australia, it's like, that's less likely to happen.
Oh, definitely. For sure. And
like, it's usually cocaine here. Whereas Australia, it's like a 50-50
I'd barely even want to do it in Australia. It's just shit. It's just not
I don't even really bother with the drugs there.
No, it's not worth doing. Like, I'll do a bit of weed at home and that's about it. Like,
I try to like have weed from here usually.
Proper good stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, well, now that they're prescribing it medicinally in Australia, you can get better quality shit now.
I've heard that I have epilepsy, so I guess I could get like a card. I mean, I would be interested
You have no idea how easy it is. I called up a doctor over the phone, didn't have to go anywhere. Said, hey, I have back pain and then I can't sleep because of it. He's like, no worries, I'll prescribe it.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's how it was in California when it was just medically legal. Because I lived in the Bay Area in my senior year of high school, and I had a med card, and it was like, like you just like go to a doctor.
Yeah, it's not too hard. Like back home, it's easy, but that's the thing. You over here, the stuff's just so much better. You need so much less to be like high. You know what I mean? And it's a great nighttime thing for me here. I think like, do you think weed should be legalized recreationally in Australia?
Yeah, I do. I think the only problem I had with rec weed here is that the quality went down a little bit because it's just like so much
more
and
being
it
bought.
became like, it's capitalism.
Yep.
So like everyone's trying to like push their shit. So that was my only thing. Like I said, when I was in high school and I lived in the Bay and it was just medical, the weed was like insanely good.
Yeah.
And then nowadays, I don't know personally. I don't smoke flower anymore. I'm just more like gummies and like the pens, like whatever's.
You like edibles?
Yes. Yeah.
We did a few edibles recently, like in New York. Actually, I feel like I don't get the munchies when I smoke, but if I do an edible, I get like fucking hungry and I just want to eat some shit.
Yeah, I have like a little gummy every night.
Do you do like strong ones or weak ones or?
Strong ones.
Strong?
I have a super high. So I used to be a dab head. I used to do
dabs. Oh
with
shit!
A rig. I had the whole torch, the whole setup. I brought it everywhere with me. Like literally to every party, I would like set up a table and have like my little dab table. Like I was addicted.
That's fucking awesome though. Fuck it. I mean, not being addicted, but I mean doing dabs. Like I can't handle dabs. Like I'm such a pussy. Like I've done a dab once. And I don't know if my friend like fucked with me or not and put too much in there, but I was coughing like a fuck for about 10 minutes. Yeah. And I was just like, I couldn't talk to anybody. I've never been paranoid from marijuana. That gave me paranoia. I was anxious. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I just sat in a corner like this. Just was like, how long?
That's like the general effect. I'm like this little person. I would be doing dabs after dabs, and people who were like on all these e-pills and stuff would like do one dab and be like dead. They were like, what? How are you doing that?
Man, dabs are just so strong. I just can't do it.
I originally got into them because I cut like my finger off, and I'm like allergic to painkillers. So this one, I got reattached. If you can see, there's like a scar. It's actually a Z.
So you lost like half of your finger?
It was literally like hanging off the bone. It was nuts.
Damn.
Yeah, I severed like every nerve and artery. Like,
and how did you do
move
this?
It and stuff. Oh, man, it's the dumbest story. Okay, you know how like I was moving into my new apartment, and you know how like you get a new pack of scissors and they have like a plastic ring around it to keep. So I didn't have scissors, obviously, to open the new pack of scissors. So I got a kitchen knife and I like balanced the pack on like a windowsill, and then I went like. And I just like, and
I've cut myself bad before. It's so shit getting cut. like
you don't like realize it for a while. Like,
it's like a delayed reaction. When you see the blood and like the damage, you're like, oh, that hurts now.
Yeah, it took, I think I went into shock like 10 or 15 minutes later, because at first I like wrapped it up and then I was like, I'll just like let it like be wrapped up, and then I like unwrapped it and I just saw like my finger falling and I saw the bone and everything. I was like, oh my God. And I like rewrapped it, and then I was like, I should probably call 911. And then when I was on the phone to them, they're like, is it hurting? And as soon as I asked that, that's when I was like, yeah, it's hurting really bad.
How
actually.
old were you?
I was 17.
Oh, fuck. And then you just did you take yourself to hospital, or did you call an ambulance?
No, the ambulance came. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. And I actually just got my puppy. So she was like licking the blood everywhere. and I was like, can someone like stay here to take care of my puppy?
Everyone just wants to eat your blood.
Right. Yeah, that's the trend, clearly.
Just to be leaking blood and everyone wants it.
Yeah, I know.
Damn,
it's a
that's
hot commodity.
Crazy. At least you've still got your finger though. Does it bend and work normally?
Yeah, I went to like a year of physical therapy. It's not, I call it like my bum finger. Like if it's cold out, it goes completely purple.
Yo,
like,
I can't bend my pinky.
Oh my God.
I haven't been able to bend my little, I can hold it and bend it, but I can't do like.
Did you like do physical therapy?
So I snapped my tendon playing rugby when I was about 15, and it bent all the way back.
Oh my
and
God.
it just went black for about a week. And then I was like, oh, it's probably just broken. It will come good. I didn't care. I just strapped it to that for about 2 weeks, kept playing, blah, blah, blah.
Oh my God.
And then I went and saw a doctor about 3 months later, because I was like, fuck, why can I not move this? It doesn't hurt anymore and I still can't bend it. And he had a scan. He's like, yeah, you snapped the tendon. And I just haven't been able to bend it for like over 10 years. So it's a bit of a gay boy finger. I'm in the gym doing weights and I'm like this. I'm like, hello.
Yeah, very fancy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's drinking my teas. But it is what it is. At least you can bend it. Like I didn't even cut my finger off and I still can't bend it.
Yeah, if you hadn't like gone immediately, they probably could have helped you. But yeah, I think.
Well, they said something about threading a different tendon through there from your leg. They take one from the leg and put it in there. And then, like you said, do physical therapy and you get your brain, because it's a brain connection. You gotta learn to move them again. And
wow.
I've just kind of made do with it like this now. And I'm like,
I mean, you've got this far.
I've gotten this far, so why
fix it?
It's
like
like
a little quirky kind of like
thing. It's kind of a part of me now. It's like if it was like if it was these two fingers, I'd have to fix them.
Yes, 100%.
I couldn't just do that. I'd have to have two working fingers. You know, I have to make up for it.
Agreed. That's your left hand?
It's not my dominant hand. It's just my left.
Okay, yeah.
So it's whatever. You know, like when I do boxing and stuff, it gets a little annoying because it might stick out and I punch and it just keeps bending in. But alrighty, everyone, welcome back to my favorite segment of the podcast, brought to you by Joe Fortune, where we are going to be reading naughty, spicy, and very weird confessions sent in from our very own audience. So guys, strap in and strap on and welcome to Joe's Bartender... Welcome to Joe's Bartender Confessions, where we will be going over the spiciest, naughtiest, and the weirdest anonymous confessions sent in from our audience. So guys, strap in, strap on. We're about to get out on, baby. Confession 1. How do I gain more experience? My boyfriend, 27, thinks that due to my 24-year-old female, lack of experience in the bedroom, I am incapable of giving him what he wants in the bedroom. Mind you, I am all for learning and new experiences, and he's literally my second boyfriend in my entire lifetime. Well, you're never going to be a sex freak when it's your second boyfriend, so... I don't know what I should do, because on one hand, I want to learn, but then I feel like a teenager and too inexperienced. What do I do? This is a great question, and this circles right back to our childhood days and the things you grow up and the things you're exposed to as a child, whether that's, you know, lack of love from your family, watching toxic arguments in your household, bullying, losing people in your life. And it all comes down to your sex positions, what you're into. The best way to gain more experience would be dedicate maybe 30 minutes a day to jumping on pornhub.com. Watch some really freaky shit, like 8 guys, 1 girl. Just watch that stuff. And if that doesn't get you a little bit more knowledgeable in the bedroom, I don't know what will. Confession 2. I wiped standing up for the first 21 years of my life. Yes, after pooping. Well, that's odd. Then I saw an article saying that 95% of people wipe while still sitting. And it said, but there are a few standers among us. But I was genuinely shocked. I thought everyone stood. Since then, I now wipe sitting down, but I'm still not entirely sure if I'm doing it the way everyone else does. I've only ever wiped doing handstands, so I can't relate to either of them. I can't really give any good advice. I don't want to say the right thing, I don't want to say the wrong thing. All I can say is just do what makes you happy. If you think that's the right thing to do, continue wiping standing up. And that is Joe's Bartender Confessions, brought to you by Joe Fortune, the world's greatest online casino. We love you all. We've got a funny little game, a little segment thing that we're going to play.
Ooh, okay.
And it's pretty much... How would I explain? So basically it's an adults only sort of questions. We're getting into the adults only section. It's 10 questions.
My favorite.
Deep, dark, dirty, naughty little questions.
Okay.
You don't have to answer certain ones if you don't want to, but you feel free to go in as hard as you want.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome everyone to the segment. This is the adults only questions. This will be fun. All right. First question is pretty chill. What's a crazy fetish of yours that people might not know?
Piss.
Piss?
Yeah.
You have a piss fetish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like being pissed on, not like drinking it necessarily. Like I'll kind of like let it go in my mouth.
I've done that a whole bunch of times. I have drank piss. Like,
really?
Oh my God. And it's the worst part about it is it's even been some of my friends' piss when we're just drunk.
Oh, okay. It's like, yeah, that's very Australian.
Very Australian, very dirty, just Australian. But that's the thing. All my friends growing up was normal. So I was like, I was young and I didn't really know any better, but like, I just kind of did it even at my current age. So I was like, man, whatever. Is what it is. It's a party trick. I was in Miami a few years ago at, I don't know if you have Vitali. Have you heard of Vitali?
Yeah, I do actually know him.
I was at his house, and which was like a 5-day serious session bender.
Yeah.
And one of my friends pissed in a cup, and it was in front of like all these creators, Americans and stuff. And, you know, a lot of Americans don't understand how fucked up and dark humored, just Australians' humor is very like sarcastic and fucked up.
Yeah, so dry.
So they pissed in a cup, and they're like, here you go. I was like, boom, necked it. And everyone's like, it's like they witnessed a murder. And I was like, what? It's not that weird. And I'm like, grow up.
Right, yeah.
So you got a
that
piss
and
fetish.
like drinking beer out of a shoe. It's like, it's not that different.
I did that on the Coachella weekend in front of a bunch of like 18-year-old TikTok kids, and they were like, ugh, it's just weird. I'm like, oh, God, get a life.
That's lame.
I'm like, lighten up, have some fun.
Exactly.
Like, there's nothing wrong with it. You know, I'm not making you drink it. I'm not ruling your show.
It's a good party trick.
Hell yeah, it is. I went to a country festival, like, I went to Stagecoach, just gone. I was drinking so much beer out of my boots. It was fun, but I keep getting distracted. That's be my ADHD. Yeah. All right, the next question. What's your favorite sex position?
Bent over.
So doggy?
I like standing.
Standing up, bending over.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Just get nice and deep in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful. I like doggy. Doggy's my favorite.
Yeah,
so.
that's usually a guy's favorite.
Yeah, it's just a great view. I try to save that for last because if I know I'm feeling like I'm about to come, I'm like, cool, we're finishing in doggy.
Yeah.
What's the craziest place you've had sex?
A sauna.
A sauna?
And that was recently.
Was a sauna on?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That would have been kind of hard.
Yeah. I got like
sweaty
steamy.
and I fucked in a sauna.
Yeah.
And like after like 10 minutes, my head was like bright, like red. I felt like I was going to have a heart attack. So well done.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I have like a whole list on my phone of like things I want to do.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You should do every single one of them.
Yeah, I'm going to try.
You should.
I'm going to try.
I had a big list when I was younger, but next question. If you had to be left in the world, like pretty much stranded on the world and there's no one else left, would you choose, and you could choose to be with one person, would you choose a woman or a man?
Probably a man.
Because then you could like reproduce and make more people?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah, exactly.
You'd be surprised. Some people would say like the same sex just because like they can have a friend or whatever, but...
I would want someone who is stronger than me.
Yeah.
And that's usually a man, not always, but
Are you a submissive kind of person?
Yeah.
You like dominant people?
Yeah, I'm submissive like sexually. I think that's a lot of people though, that is like women are like they're very dominant in like their career or like their personal lives, and then they're like submissive in the bedroom.
I get the vibe that you're like an independent kind of boss sort of woman and stuff, and you do well for yourself, but then I like that. That's like, it's a good combination when a girl's independent and can work and fend for herself, but then is submissive in the sexual side. I like that. That's ideal. Any girls watching, that is the ideal wifey right there. Just so you know. What is an instant turn on for you?
Just being like primal. Like I love like growling and
like
just
beast
being
mode
like,
shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Proper, I like that. Fuck yeah. Have you ever pegged a man before?
No.
Okay. You wouldn't do it?
I think my stroke game would be really bad.
You're stroking just...
I think I would be very like robotic. Like I see guys do it. I'm like, I don't think I could do that.
I could never allow it. I've had girls ask to do it with me and I was like, nope. I don't mind a finger or something.
Do you let girls like rim you?
Yeah, that's
really?
lovely.
Ugh.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm against rimming.
I mean, I could understand that.
Rimming men. I think men should rim men, and I think a lady like shouldn't be down there.
You say men should rim men?
Yeah.
I could see that.
You know what I mean? I think it's a man's job.
I like eating ass. Eating ass is a huge thing for me. That's like...
I will eat a woman's ass any day. Man, no.
I can respect that because men naturally, sorry to be sexist, are naturally a bit dirtier than women.
Also, I just think there's no dominant way for a man to get his ass ate. Like, you know what I mean? He has to be like a little tooted up, like in every sort of position.
I mean, there's probably been 3 or 4 girls that have done it with me, and I wasn't against it. Usually it happens when I'm drunk. It usually happens when you're just drunk and just being in a, you're like, fuck it. Like,
the only like dominant thing, I'm trying to think, like the dominant way I think that a man could do it is if he's kind of like standing and he's like grabbing the girl's head.
You can't be on your back with your legs up. That's
exactly.
You can't do that.
And like I've had like people I've dated in the past who are like these huge like gangster, they're rapper people, and they have their legs fully up, and I'm like, this is like crazy because on the street you're so different.
You're a thug.
Yeah.
No, you got to do it the right way if you're going to do it. Some girls love to lick dudes' asses for sure.
I know, and I know a lot of girls in porn who do love that, but I think I'm always like, you should be shown the light. Like you're misguided.
I'm pretty much just about on the same page with you. It might sound hypocritical because I've had it done to me, but I'm pretty much on the same page. I think girls can eat girls' asses, guys can eat guys or girls' asses for sure.
Yeah.
But I think like I could understand that because, like I said, guys are just naturally dirtier as people. It's just just in our nature. It's just
and
what we do.
like hairier and stuff like that. Like not always, but you know.
All right, here's the next one. This one's a wild question. Have you ever imagined someone else whilst having sex with someone?
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Definitely.
I think everyone's guilty of that.
Fuck yeah.
Everyone's guilty. If you're watching this and you say you haven't, you're lying to yourself.
Yeah. 100%.
Everyone's done that.
Even if it's like something like someone fictional or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
it's not cheating.
No, it's not.
It's just an imagination. Could be an accident, right? Have you ever been caught having sex or masturbating before?
Yeah, both.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
By like any like people that shouldn't have caught you? Or just friends and stuff?
Yeah, probably like parents when I was younger a bit, and then like having sex, like baby daddies caught me a few times.
That's normal. I've caught my old partners masturbating a bunch of times.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of hot. I think it's cool.
Yeah, same. I actually am trying to think. I don't think I've ever caught a guy jerking off.
Guys are pretty like chill when they do it. They kind of like just float off and just get it done. They don't. I feel like guys are
mad. Like I want to walk in on it.
I mean, it'd be pretty cool. That's the thing. I'll get turned the fuck on if I walk in and my chick's on the bed, just vibrator out, going to town.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool. I'm gonna help you finish off.
Yeah, that's hot.
That shit's hot to me, so I like that. Yeah. All right. Where's the next one? What would you rather, car sex or shower sex?
Shower.
Shower sex? Yeah. I don't like shower sex.
I just think car sex is like annoying. Like
it's annoying. I think like if you're like on a road trip and you pull over on the side of the road and fuck, it's kind of hot. Like I like that. Like outside of the car, like bent over on the car.
Well, then I don't count that as car sex.
Oh, you mean like tucked up in a car, real claustrophobic?
I mean like in the back seat, like in high school, I only had car sex because I had to sneak out to see these guys in their car. Yeah, and it was just like so cramped, and there's only like a few positions you can really do.
Shower sex isn't bad. I just think sometimes it's like when there's too much water, it just doesn't feel as good.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like fucking in like a jacuzzi or a
washes
pool.
Off the like juicy.
I like that the natural lubrication's nice. You know?
Yeah. Oh,
like,
totally.
Like you know what it's like if you fuck in like an ocean or a pool or a jacuzzi when you're drunk or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's not that great.
Yeah, I fucked the same night that I fucked in a sauna. Then we fucked in a bath, and I was like, I hate this.
Yeah, it's not that great.
Yeah.
Like it's just.
And
like,
at one point, he was like, "Ow, ow." Because it's just like the positioning was just so awkward. I'm like, yeah, no.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't work. It's just, but shower can work because you can just be like sort of out of the water a little bit.
Exactly.
And it can be hot. So I could agree with that
one.
Yeah. All right. And the next one. Would you have sex in a hot air balloon if the weather was nice? And would you do that with me? These are all fan questions that we get in.
Oh, that's really funny. I think that's funny because in Melbourne, they do a lot of hot air balloon rides, but yes to both.
Okay,
definitely.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, guys. It could happen one day. Imagine having sex on a hot air balloon. It's like you can't go up on them by yourself.
That's what I'm saying.
There'd have to be somebody present.
Right, like as long as I'm not like getting charged for like assault, just, I don't know.
I think there'd be a way to do it. There'd be like a crazy country in the world where you could just give them a tip.
Oh, dude, I feel like in Melbourne you could definitely
In Melbourne?
Fuck yeah, you could just tip one of the guys.
I feel like Australia is so strict compared to America.
I just feel like Melbourne is such a like druggy party city that you
can
totally tip someone and just be like, yeah, dude, turn around.
How long's it been since you went back to Melbourne? Obviously, like compared to the last trip.
What do you mean?
Like when was the last time you were in Melbourne?
Oh no, I only got to LA like on the 12th, so a few days ago.
Yeah, okay. Did you notice how many there's just like so many more Asian people there now?
In Melbourne?
Yeah.
There's always been. Though.
Oh, has it always been like that?
Yeah.
Because I remember when I first went, it wasn't as bad like 10 years ago, and then like now I'm like, well, I can't even see any Australian people.
Yeah, no, there are a ton of Asians. I feel like it's always maybe it had been a long time since I'd been back, like when I first moved.
Yep.
but I always thought there were a lot of Japanese people, like tons of Japanese people.
I think like a lot of people go there because it's just a big city and there's just so much happening. Same as Sydney. There's a big culture of Asian people in Sydney.
100%. Yeah, Sydney's okay. I think Sydney for like nightlife and stuff like that is kind of.
Oh yeah, no, I don't really like the nightlife in Sydney.
Yeah, like
Melbourne can be fun.
I think Melbourne, to me, I like it. I think I'm biased because I'm from there, but it's like the New York of Australia a bit. Like it's like colder, first of all, and it's like trendier. People are a bit like.
Sydney's very aggressive, I find.
Yeah,
that's my vibe of Sydney. Is just guys in shirts, they're this tight on them, shorts.
Yeah,
I mean, I might sound a bit critical because I'm wearing a tank top, but I mean,
kind of like, you know,
yeah, and everyone's just out, and it's just very aggressive. Yeah. I actually low-key love the nightlife in Brisbane. I think Brisbane's nightlife's good. Yeah, I like it more than the Gold Coast.
Okay,
Gold Coast nightlife's not great to me.
I haven't been to like, I wouldn't know because I really only am in Melbourne and then I just leave to go to America.
Yeah,
so I want to
sure.
like, when I go back in the summer, I want to like explore Australia a bit more.
Yeah, you should. Like,
yeah.
Have you been to the Gold Coast much?
Just when I was like little and I went to like Universal.
Gold Coast is cool. Like I just keep real low key at home. I don't really go out much in the Gold Coast. I save my partying for like if I'm traveling or if I'm overseas and shit.
Same, yeah.
It's not that fun back home, I find.
So my boyfriend is like big into nightlife. So when I started dating him, I was going out a little bit more. Like I usually never go out because I just don't have the time and I'm exhausted and I'm up every morning with a toddler. But I started going out. It's not too bad, but I think the thing about the clubs there is it's like kind of like club bar fusion, which I hate a little bit.
Yep, I can see that.
Yeah, like I kind of like in New York just like a club. Like I don't really,
Do you go out much in New York?
I used to.
Yep.
I think like, now I don't, I've just like changed a bit. Like I in general don't go out that much.
Yeah.
But
I don't really like bars and clubs and shit the way I used to. I think like house parties to me are fun.
Yeah.
Because they can be more intimate.
I haven't been to a house party in a long time.
I thrown a bunch of house parties back home and
Really?
like, I think they're great. Like even when I'm overseas or even my friends, if they have parties, I much prefer them because I feel like they're more intimate. You can just be with people you want to be with.
Yeah.
You have to worry about an uncontrolled environment of people, strangers, drunk fucking weirdos. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You can actually have nice conversations and like have a bit more fun and get into it. A club, everyone's just crammed in. Everyone's like,
yeah, and like this might sound really old of me, but like in a club sometimes I'm like, I can't hear you. Like I can't hear anything.
It's just like if you want to just drop Molly and go get in a dirty like fucking hot box and just like dance and be around people, that's the perfect place to go. But I like being able to like talk to people, play beer pong, play games, fucking listen to the music I want to listen to, not just the same old rap song on repeat. Like,
oh my God, I wish in Melbourne they play like the weirdest music. It's not rap. I don't know what it is. If it was rap, I would enjoy being out there more. I don't know what it is.
I don't have anything against rap. Rap's cool, but I need a bit of diversity. Like I need to listen to a bit of everything. Like
definitely. In Melbourne, it's kind of not. It's I don't want to say it's like oons music. It's like I don't even know what to call it, but it's just like not good. And I'm like, this is why everyone is like super intoxicated.
Yep,
because it's like not good music.
It's like ravey styled music, isn't it?
Yeah,
I get
that type.
I've only been out in LA once. Like here, I've only been to a club once.
I hate going out in LA.
I'd never do it.
I don't think I've even been to a club here. I think when I tried to go to clubs here, I had my fake ID, like I was under 21, and they're super strict here, so they didn't let me in anywhere.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
In New York, when I had a fake ID since I was like 15. They let me.
I feel
in
like they're so
anywhere.
laid back in New York.
Yeah, they are.
Like I was doing some fucking pretty wild shit when I was just there, and not one person was batting an eyelid. It's just like they see crazy shit all the time, so it's like
exactly, yeah. People are very like tunnel vision, like they're like focused on their shit in New York.
No one like just gives a shit. I mean, when I hopped in a big fountain near Times Square, everyone. People freaked out a little bit. Everyone was moving and getting all the things and getting away from me. But
yeah.
I mean, I walked past my hotel and down the bottom just last week, there was a naked dude literally sitting against the wall, naked, dick out. And he was literally covered head to toe in like scabs, like chicken pox almost. It was pretty sad, but he was just ripping his skin, like just like that. He was using his teeth to get off skin and scabs, and he was for sure fucked up on something.
He's okay, yeah.
I hope he's okay. And he was just naked, dick out, kids walking past, cops didn't even care. Like I was like, this place is like wild to me.
It is. It's a jungle for sure.
It's great for like content for me because I can run around public doing fucking crazy shit.
Yeah. They're like, that's nothing compared to what we see. It's funny. I was talking. Okay, so someone at my house in Australia, my boyfriend was telling me because he like checks up on my house. The heating had not been working forever, and then he like went behind, like there's like an alley kind of like that's my house still, and he went behind like where the heating pipe is or whatever, and there was a bag of human shit like by the heating thing.
What?
No, so like he was like, this is very like he was like, it almost seems targeted. Like it's like someone was trying to fuck with your heating, trying to get shit to like seep in. And so he was just like talking about it, and we're trying to think of like who it could be. I don't really have beef with that many people there, but like I was like, that's a bit like scary. And he was like, babe, I'll protect you. I'm like, don't worry, I'm not like I'm like, people shit in the stairwell in New York all the time. Like,
I saw a lot of shit when I was there.
A lot of human shit.
A lot of human shit.
Yeah.
I watched a dude shit in like a cleaning bucket in the subway.
At least he's doing it in a bucket.
I know,
like,
I can respect
literally,
that.
we would come down our stairwell and there'd just be like shit that we would step over. So I'm like, babe, I'm not like scared in Australia. I'm just kind of like, who is like coming in there and like shitting in a bag, like right by my
It's like the old school prank where you light dog shit on fire on someone's doorstep, but now they just put human shit on heating. So it's like,
yeah.
When your boyfriend, so is he New Zealand or Australia? Oh, you said New Zealand, yeah.
Yeah, he's
so
New Zealand.
When he comes here, does he need a visa or does he just come here on a holiday visa?
I think he does need like a ESTA.
Oh, the ESTA.
visa,
That's what I use. I just come here on ESTA visas.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, New Zealanders. It's like the ESTA thing. But yeah.
I'm gonna probably get a work visa, I think, soon, because like I might come back at the end of the year and spend like a bit more time out here because I want to like come just record loads of podcasts, make content.
Yeah.
So much happening out here. I kind of forgot because I didn't come here at all last year or much of the last half of 2021. So I was like, you come back and you realize there's actually a lot going on. And
no, it is. It's fun. As long as you're like not living here, I actually have a really good time here.
Yeah, it's great. Get in, get out, just make it worth your time and just have fun, do content. Like New York, I could definitely live in New York.
You should. You should do what I'm doing, and then we can just chase summer together.
Summer's just that I'm not good with cold weather. I struggle. Like New York was cold when I got there, but I think also like euphorically happy just to be in New York that I was like, I don't care that it's cold. I just had fun.
I've obviously lived in New York. I lived in upstate New York too, and I lived in Maine, which is like super northeast.
Yep.
So I've endured a lot of really intense winters. So I think that's
well, it snows there, right?
Sorry?
Does it snow there every year?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I think this winter wasn't as bad, but upstate New York and when I was in Maine, for sure. Like Maine is basically Canada. Like,
I want to go there in Christmas time. When it's like snowing and shit.
So gorgeous. Yeah, it was weird to be in Australia during Christmas because
it's all warm.
Hot. Yeah, it was weird.
And obviously you've got like a baby, like a child and stuff. So like you travel with over here and Is it pretty easy? How is it like being like a mother and doing OnlyFans? Do you find like there's ever any backlash or people say things or you think it's
100%? There's a lot of backlash. I'm super private. Like I don't post him or anything like that. When I was pregnant, I think I only announced my pregnancy when I was like 8 months in. Yep. So I kept it a secret all that time.
I respect that a lot.
On OnlyFans too. So like I wasn't doing like that much content or like a lot from the back of me kind of like solo stuff like that. And then I debated like, should I even announce it? Like, should I even like say I have a kid? But it's like, once you have a kid, it's so like, it's unfortunately become like a part of my personality.
For sure.
So I'm just like, I can't like not talk about it. But yeah.
I think like a good solution to those is I see a lot of people make just like a private Instagram and it's literally a few hundred people on there and that's it. It's just friends, family that it's private. You can post all your family cute wholesome shit there.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do.
Don't have to worry about creepy stalkers looking at shit or people judging you.
Yeah.
I think it's a good way to handle. I know like Riley Reid, like I know her personally pretty well and
same.
And I know she's dealt with a lot since having a baby, like a lot of people just talking shit, bullying and just horrible comments. So
yeah, no, it's awful. And I think she was just talking about that the other day, like, why are you being mean to a baby?
Yeah. It's just pathetic. Like, it's the most like immature, childish, and it's also just a cowardly kind of like move. Like
it's just like the small-minded.
I guarantee she'd probably be a better parent than all of those people.
100%.
She looks like she's doing amazing.
She's an amazing mother. I see her and Emma and Pasha a lot, and she's amazing as a mom.
Well, not that they're the same, but she has about 300 dogs, and you must be like pretty like have good mother nature to have that many like pets and animals. And
she just kept. I know Riley Reid because I was her live-in assistant for a little.
Wow, there you go.
When I lived in LA, I was living with her, and I was her assistant, and she had just one dog then, and then like a few cats, and then it's like over the years just like plus two.
Were you at her wedding?
No, I wasn't at her wedding.
I was going to say, because me and my ex went to her wedding, and I was like, I don't know if I saw you there or not, but that was crazy.
Yeah, no, I don't
Diplo was playing. I
don't think I was at her wedding though.
Yeah, the wedding was crazy. Her husband, he was just doing crazy parkour, all and his friends doing flips and shit. There was Diplo. It was a pretty, one of the craziest, probably is the craziest wedding I've ever been to. But no, she's lovely. She's so beautiful. She's such a nice girl.
Yeah, she's amazing.
She looks like she's happy and doing well. So
she is.
But it's just unfortunate people say that shit. So it's a good question because it's like, having a mother and as well as being in the adult industry kind of world, it's like
right. And I think just like women will get so much flack for it, but then I know so many guys who have multiple kids and they're never shamed for it, like, you know. And
it's for sure more around women, definitely.
Yeah, it's totally like it is misogyny.
Definitely,
like, it is.
Definitely, 100% agree. Definitely agree. As a male, I agree. Like, that's the thing. I feel like guys don't cop as much shit, you know, like for that. It's like if a guy gets involved, it's like, oh, he's cool, he does this. But if a girl does it, they get judged. Like,
yeah, exactly.
So good for you for being strong-minded enough to like just do it all. And
thank you.
I respect it a lot. I think it's dope. And you're probably a better parent, like I said, you and Riley. Anyone that's in the adult world that has a kid, still better parents than 99% of other people in the world. Like,
yeah, I mean, you know, I think parents do their best. That's why I just think it's silly when like those comments, a lot of them are from other mothers, because it's like we're all meant to be united.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
like parenting is fucking hard.
Your job doesn't make you a good or bad parent.
Right, exactly.
How you like love and support and protect your like kid and how you're there for them. Like that's what makes a good parent. Not like my parents didn't have great jobs growing up, and I didn't grow up with a lot, and they were great parents. You know, I had a fantastic
the love
childhood.
Is all that matters.
It's all you need. I grew up around rich kids, and they're all miserable now, and didn't have a great childhood. Same. I grew up. I wasn't dirt poor and struggling badly, but I mean, we didn't have a lot, you know. And, and I was super happy. I was loved. I got to play sports. I got to do everything I wanted. So it's like, I think that stuff's more important than what your job title.
You're a well-rounded individual.
So kind of you. You're going to make me blush over here. I didn't realize the time. We've been 46 minutes. Usually this is about half an hour, but there's one little game left that we play, and this is a popular little game we've been playing, and it's called Red Flag, Green Flag.
Okay.
Very self-explanatory.
Yeah.
We just do these little segments. They're like fun little games, and people can learn shit. So basically, you just say red flag or green flag to whichever one. So we've got a series of 10 things. People that think the earth is flat.
Red flag.
Big red flag. Yes. Fuck those people. Fuck them hard. Fucking weirdos. Like, just go to space and look down, you know? Go look at the satellites.
That can't be like the only thing that they believe in.
No.
It's like a bunch of crazy conspiracies.
It's just physically... Anyway, fuck you, flat earthers. Fuck you so hard. Without a condom, really large dick. Fuck you all. Respectfully. All right. Controlling men.
Red flag.
Big red flag.
Yeah.
Yep. Jealous guys?
Can I call a yellow flag on that?
Is that a midway?
Yeah.
I'll allow it for you just because you're really pretty.
Okay.
Pretty privileged. She's getting the pretty privilege.
Like a too much is intense, but I think jealousy is a bit healthy sometimes.
It is, for sure it's a little bit healthier. Yeah. Being like jealous is like got such a big stigma around it. I think it's all about like
there's levels.
It's about the situation as well and how they do it. It's like
exactly.
Some people can just be overly jealous, turn off. It's just fucking you need help a little bit. And some's like it's natural and a bit healthy to have a little bit of jealousy. I think.
Yeah.
Towards someone you love, it shows you care about them. It shows that that's who you want. That's who you.
Yeah, you feel like wanted. With the
it's like if you don't care, it's like then it's like
that was me and my baby daddy. That's why we were like we are friends because we do not give zero jealousy. I'm like this is definitely a friendship and not a relationship.
At least you could identify it. A lot of people can't. You know.
Yeah.
All right. These next two questions are kind of similar, but they're not. So, big dick, but doesn't know how to use it.
Green flag, because I can teach them.
You can teach them. All right. Yes. That's a good answer. Small dick, but really knows how to use it.
I wouldn't say red flag because I don't want to be mean, but like.
You can be mean. You can be as nasty as you want.
I don't like being a nasty person. I just say red flag because personally.
You like bigger ones, yeah?
Yeah. I'm all about like penetration.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't really like clit
That's
stuff.
preference. It doesn't make you a bad person for having a preference.
Yeah, like clit stuff doesn't really do that much for me, so I just like the penetration. So it's
like me. Like my inside joke for years has been that I don't have a big dick at all. But I mean, I've never had a girl complain. I've had multiple long-term girlfriends. I've worked with girls. People have been very satisfied. So it's like,
I don't know if I like believe that necessarily. But,
Well, that they were satisfied?
No, that you don't have a big dick. But I don't know.
It's not big. It's probably just a normal average size. I just exaggerate it for humor, you know? It's definitely not big. It's like a pin, but it goes like a sewing machine.
Like extra medium.
Extra medium. We can go with medium. That's probably a good compliment, to be honest. Extra medium. We'll go with that.
I like saying extra medium because I'm like extra medium big, but small is like.
You're a very sweet person. All right. Guys with tattoos.
Green flag.
You like tattoos?
Yeah. 100%.
Do you have any?
I have 2 tiny ones that are like underage.
Where are they? Oh, they're under there. I would love to see them.
Okay, yeah. There is this
Not
one.
just because where they're located. Okay, now what's that?
There's this one. This is a Kodama.
Okay.
So it's like a tree spirit from this like anime movie. I don't like care about the movie that much. I just thought it was cool that they're like in the trees. And then there's this one. It's like a cat.
Oh yeah. On a moon.
I got this when I was like fucking 14 or 15.
Is it like a star sign thing?
Oh, no. It was literally just like, I just thought it was cool and I was 15 and it's a shitty job. Like, it's terrible because I used my fake ID and I was like, please do it.
I got so many tattoos when I was like 16 and I'm like, they're so shit now. I did a couple on my body myself as well and I was just like.
What's your like worst one?
Oh, fuck. Oh, I don't know what my worst. This one's funny because it says only judge can God me. So it doesn't really make any sense.
I love that, yeah.
I'm going to show you this one. I did that one myself.
Ooh, wow.
And that's horrible. That one there is pretty shit. I got that when I was 15.
Yeah.
I got that when I was 15 in Bali. I walked in and I was like, I just want to get a tattoo just to be cool. I want to be tough, you know? I want to be a tough kid. And I was like, I want to get this font, like the style of writing. And the guy's like, what do you want it to say? I said, just use the template. So like, that's just the template. It doesn't actually say anything.
Oh my God.
It says Smorny something.
Oh, I kind of like that. This one I actually got in Thailand for like $5. And I
feel like you don't always have to have loads of meaning behind them. Like not many tattoos on me.
No.
The thing for me is it's like, it's more about a memory and an experience than the meaning.
Yeah.
Because like to me, there's not really anything on me that means, I mean, that might mean something family, but
right.
but I mean, nothing else on me means shit. So it's like, I just like the art. I like tattoos. I like the pain a little bit. It's a bit weird. But
I had a friend that had a cursive tattoo and it just said chicken nugget.
See, funny tattoos are great too.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've been tattooed all around the world: America, Thailand, Bali, the UK, Australia. So it's like I can look at them and like if I end up with like Alzheimer's, I can look at them and probably remember.
Memories. Yeah. Oh, that's cute. That's sweet. I like that.
All right, so where are we? Where's the next one? I keep getting steered off track. We could talk for days. This has been a long episode, and it feels like it's been like so quick. It's
literally it feels like it's been 10 minutes.
All right, so guys with tattoos was a big green flag.
Yeah, and green flag. I love face tats. Every single person I've ever dated has face tats.
Your boyfriend has face tats, right?
Yep.
Yep.
And my baby daddy does, and my ex-girlfriend does. Like literally all of them.
So you're a big face tat fan?
Yeah, I don't like seek it out, but it's like it always.
Do they have to be like kind of not like gang-looking face tats? Like more like.
It can be anything. My baby daddy he has a New York Mets logo. That's it. It's like a little one.
Be right back getting a face tattoo. I don't know. I got my neck done. I'm
surprised you don't, to be honest.
I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could do it. I don't judge people that have them. So many of my friends have them, you know. I think a lot of them look dope as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could. I don't know.
You have a beautiful face. I understand why you wouldn't want to. Yeah.
Do you think I'd suit one?
I think anyone. I mean, you're asking. I'm biased. I love them.
Yeah, I want your honest opinion.
Yeah, I think you would, but also it's like you have such a beautiful, like,
so nice.
clean face too. So
she's making me blush over here. I'm blushing on the inside, and I've just had my first erection in like 7 years. So this has been a good day. This has been a great day for me.
Yeah, baby, you're welcome.
All right, so next one, Aussie guys, like Australian dudes.
Not red flag, but I can't do that. I don't think I could like be in a relationship with someone with that accent.
You know what's crazy to me is that I haven't really dated like an Australian girl in quite a long time either.
Really? I think it's just so familiar to me. It sounds almost like family a bit. Yeah. And that's the thing.
Yeah, I can respect that. That's cool. Guys with a good sense of humor.
Green flag.
Big green flag. Guys aged in their late 20s.
Green flag.
Sitting across from you right now.
Green flag.
All the last few ones have just been me just hinting at myself just to lead to that big question. Great green flag. Absolutely lovely. Thank you. Well, I mean, we've gone well over time today. It's been fucking fantastic. Thanks so much for coming out.
Oh my God. Thank you for having me.
It's been a good chat, getting to know more about you. You're fucking dope and you're really pretty.
Thank you.
And funny.
Ditto.
Well, there you go, guys. You can find Zoey's socials in the description of here if you want to go and follow her. She does OnlyFans. I'm sure her content is fucking fire, hot, naughty. I might have to go look at it. Probably already have. I'm not going to lie. And you guys can go check her out on Instagram, socials, everything like that. You know what to do. Like and subscribe, leave a comment, and we will see you guys next time.
Yay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See you later, guys. Bye-bye.